If you plan on visiting Tokyo, you may think you can get around by putting your destination into Google Maps and having it spit out the best route on public transportation, and you'll be on your way. For the most part, this is a great idea, and I would definitely recommend you use the Maps app on your phone. But there are some things you should know that will help you navigate the brilliantly complex system that is Tokyo public transportation. Here are 5 things you should know about public transportation in Tokyo. If you're interested in content like this, we would love it if you would like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. Now, here are the 5 things. Number 1, there are 2 different subway companies operating in Tokyo: Tokyo Metro and Toei Subways. They operate different stations, and oftentimes they'll each have a station near each other, and the two will be connected via an underground tunnel. Don't make the mistake of thinking these are the same station. Although there is usually a way to move smoothly between the 2 stations, there are times when the distance between them is several hundred meters, and you'll be walking from one to the other if you have to transfer subway lines. There are also several private lines that often have their own stations as well, such as the Tsukuba Express line that originates in Akihabara. When you plan your route, make sure you know which station you'll be using, as they can sometimes have the same name, such as these 3 stations in Akihabara, which are close together but which are run by different companies. Number 2, the Japan Rail, or JR Company, also operates trains within Tokyo and throughout Japan, and it also operates its own stations. There are several JR train lines throughout Tokyo, which can be used to traverse large distances more quickly than subways. These are covered by the JR Rail Pass, which I do not recommend after changes made in 2023. See why in our video, which I'll link below. If you're using public transportation in Tokyo, you will likely use the Yamanote line and the Chuo line, both JR lines that use JR stations. These trains run in both directions, though not necessarily clockwise and counterclockwise. Yamanote, for example, has an inner loop and an outer loop, which take you in different directions. Again, Google or Apple Maps will be invaluable here and will help you choose the right train and platform to use. Number 3, there are different kinds of trains running the same direction and using the same platform. Make sure you get on the right one. Tokyo's public transportation system is remarkably efficient and very well designed, but it can be incredibly confusing for first time visitors, even if you're used to using trains or subways in other places. In many train and subway systems we've used around the world, each platform has only one train that uses it. And if you want to take a red line train going east, you just go to that platform and hop on the next train that comes. Not so in Tokyo, where each line often has several different types of trains using them, which allows the system to move people much more efficiently, but which can result in a lot of confusion. I'll explain the best I can with some examples of different types of trains. Some trains are local trains, which stop at every stop along the line. Others are rapid trains, which stop at fewer stations along the way and are therefore faster. There are also express trains, which have even fewer stops and often only stop at the major stations, and limited express trains, which don't run as often and have even fewer stops. This nomenclature gets even more confusing when you add limited or semi express trains into the mix, which tend to stop more often than rapid trains but less often than local trains. Now, not every line has every kind of train. In general, local trains stop most, then semi limited, rapid, express, and limited express, in that order. To further complicate things, some express trains in Tokyo will be express trains throughout Tokyo and then turn into local trains once they get outside the dense part of the city. So don't be surprised if your route on maps says to continue on the same train, even though the type changes from express to local. I realize this is probably very confusing if you haven't been to Japan before. In a nutshell, here's the advice we're trying to give. Use Google Maps or whatever app you use to tell you the platform and the time of the train to catch. Once you get to the platform and are waiting for the train, check the exact time of the train on your Maps app and pay attention to what kind of train it is. Then check the board above the platform and find your train. It may be in Japanese, but they will flash to English eventually. Rapid, Express, Limited, they all have different colors on the board. And once you figure out if you're waiting for a red rapid train, for example, when the train approaches the platform, it should have a sign showing which train it is and have red lettering on the sign. Number 4. An IC or Pasmo card can be used across all forms of transportation and is much easier than trying to buy individual tickets or figuring out which train type you want to buy for. The absolute easiest way to pay for public transportation in Tokyo, and everywhere in Japan, is to use an IC or Pasmo card. Pasmo cards can be purchased at the airport, and Suica, which is the IC card used in Tokyo, can also be purchased there or in many other places around Tokyo. Physical cards have been around forever, but there is an even easier way. And this is number 5. You can get a digital IC card on your iPhone or Google Wallet, which can be reloaded using a US credit card instead of cash at a machine in Japan. You can download the mobile Suica app on your phone before you go, load it with a credit card, and be ready to hit the ground running when you arrive in Japan. We made a video on which credit cards to use in Japan that included a lot of discussion on mobile Suica and how to use it and maximize credit card points. I'll link that in the description below. So there you have it, 5 things to know about public transportation in Tokyo. I hope this clears some things up for your trip. Again, if you found this helpful and if you're interested in content like this, we'd love it if you'd subscribe to the channel and consider liking the video. And thanks for watching.